following the current, down to the ocean of Dharma. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's sharing of the sublime Dharma. Part 1. Bodhi. You swimming upstream or downstream? Today we're going to discuss a very beautiful name, Bodhi. Many people might hear it and think it's just a translated name with no special meaning. However, the Master tells us that the way we break down the name matters. It's not Bodhi, but rather the aspirations of the Bodhi flow. Imagine the waters of the Yangtze or the Yellow River. They are constantly flowing. This is the flow of awakening. Where does this flow eventually go? It flows into the ocean. In Buddhism, the ocean is the great sea of Dharma. If you follow the wind and the current into the ocean, it requires no effort at all. In the scriptures, the standard term for this is entering the Dharma flow. At this point, a disciple asked, then one must flow downwards. Swimming upstream is so exhausting. The Master lamented. Sentient beings are all swimming upstream, while bodhisattvas go with the current to enter the ocean. This is a profound realization. Those who always want to elevate themselves or show off are swimming upstream. That is the path of affliction and suffering. Sentient beings are in the same flow, but because they lack awakening, they spend immense effort swimming against it. Consequently, the water becomes shallower, the path narrower, and they never reach the other shore. The Master used the image of a bear catching fish. Salmon, in order to spawn, insist on swimming upstream from the ocean back to the freshwater rivers of their birth. Along the way, thousands of fish jump, and the bear simply stands by the waterfall with its mouth open. Can the fish see the danger? They are blown by the wind of karma, following a suicidal rule to reproduce, feeding predators along the way, and often dying after spawning. Are we not the same? Blown by karma, we insist on going upstream, doing exhausting and thankless unlucky tasks, only to become someone else's meal. This is the price of not entering the flow. True practice is entering the Bodhi flow, going downstream. It is incredibly simple, relaxed, and blissful. Part 2. Aspirations, the root medicine Buddha's secret to skillful tuning. Next we discuss the Sutra of the Great Accumulation of Treasures and the Assembly on the Superior Aspiration of Initiating Bodhisattvas. Here, a vital benefit is mentioned. Perfectly gathering superior aspirations, joyful interest. What is aspirations, joyful interest? Simply put, it is your point of interest. Sentient beings find their interest in eating, drinking, and entertainment. They know Buddhism is good, and that work or study is beneficial. But they just don't love it. They have no interest. When it comes to unlucky worldly pursuits, they are like a warrior against 10,000, fierce, ruthless, and sharp. But when they encounter practice, they cannot be moved. The Medicine Buddha made a vow to give us the ability, called skillfully tuning aspirations. If you can speak the sublime Dharma for sentient beings with a hopeless heart, without seeking personal gain, you will naturally gather the most superior interests from the Dharma. Because the Dharma is full of benefits, the more you talk about it, the more you realize its value, and your interest will naturally arise. This aspiration is the fundamental root of practice. If interest is lost, the Dharma connection is severed, just like the 500 bodhisattvas who couldn't continue because they formed an absolute obstacle. As long as interest remains, you can delve deeper and reach the end. Part 3. Removing all obstacles. What is true grime? During the assembly, the Master mentioned the meaning of a mantra related to the Sarvanavaranavishkamhin. Bodhisattva, the bodhisattva who removes all obstacles. The Master translated the mantra's meaning directly. I take refuge in all Buddhas. In the me that accords with self-nature, develop all my goodness. Enter the removal of grime. Enter the removal of grime. Remove grime. Remove grime. Attain perfect fulfillment. What is grime? The Master's answer was impactful. Thought images are dust. Emotional consciousness, Ching Shi, is grime. What is emotional consciousness? It is being most infatuated, Ching, with worldly pleasures and the automated manifestation, Shi, of these unlucky habits. Your intense passion for entertainment and the automatic way you pursue it is grime. The Master said that if you can produce precise Sanskrit sounds, the frequency itself can shatter your emotional consciousness and break your stubborn bad habits. But if your pronunciation is imprecise, you must remove it through right principle. One relies on sound, the other on intent. The effect is the same. This is like the first page of the 10 bulls ox herding pictures. Your mind is like a wild bull running frantically, charging at everyone it sees. When you eat, you aren't really eating, you're daydreaming. When you sleep, you aren't sleeping, you're daydreaming. These automatic, wandering thoughts are grime. Practice is about taming the wild bull into a domestic bull, turning black karma into white karma. When wildness is completely gone, you become a pure white bull, signifying the perfection of the 10 good deeds. Eventually, even the smell of the bull disappears, the self is gone, and the bull turns into a Buddha light that fills the void and pervades the Dharma realm. This transformation is easy if your aspiration has shifted toward the Buddha way. Part 4. Benefiting beings with a hopeless heart. Precise map. Regarding practice, many find the concepts of shamatha, vipassana, and dhyana in the Shurangama Sutra too difficult. The master says these are called difficult paths because no one has walked them. You are like a blind person unable to tell north from south. But if you have a precise map in your hand, showing exactly where to turn and what tools to use, is it still difficult? The starting point of this map is benefiting sentient beings with a hopeless heart. The master taught us the fastest way. Teaching the Dharma to others once is, at the very least, better than studying it yourself 10 times. If you can benefit others without seeking anything in return, whether by teaching or simply providing bountiful benefit, you will 100% fulfill all difficult practices. This is even faster than the earth store Bodhisattva. He built roads, but not everyone walks on exactly the spot he filled. By teaching and benefiting beings, you ensure everyone receives something. To the extent you benefit beings, your merit is realized. Part 5. Practical exercise adding. One benefit every day. Finally, the master gave us a very practical mental strength training method. When can we truly benefit others? Not later, start practicing now. Day 1. Do one thing to benefit someone else without expecting anything back. For example, placing a cup of water for someone. Day 2. Do 2 things. Day 3. Do 3 things. By the end of a month, you must do 30 things a day. Then you will start looking for things to do. Your mental strength will grow. You will actively think, what can I do to benefit so-and-so? If they don't need help, you might think of helping them clean, or even repenting on their behalf. In this process, your aspirations activated. You become focused on how to benefit others rather than wandering in daydreams. This is the process of turning the dial. The master especially reminded us, do not calculate merit. If you think, I pulled 2 weeds, so I gained 1 point of merit, that is called calculating profit. And you will slide down as fast as you climbed. Aim at the cause, bountifully benefiting beings without hope. If the roots are fed, the fruit will naturally follow. Conclusion. Letting the heart flow downstream. After hearing today's teaching, have you noticed that practice doesn't have to be so heavy? When we let go of the hopeful heart, what I want to get, and replace it with the benefiting heart, what I can do for you, we jump from the exhausting upstream into the relaxed downstream. Starting today, give it a try. Day 1. One small thing. Let us tune our superior aspirations together and follow the Bodhi flow, joyfully heading toward the great ocean. Thanks to the Australia Buddhist Path Association for sharing this teaching. May everyone remove grime and manifest purity in every small daily task. We'll see you next time.